Hey there, Eric Gall here. I'd like to share a story with you. So this story starts in 2015. And at that time, this family that I want to tell you about went into crisis. And this happened when the mother of the family burnt out physically and emotionally after being the primary caregiver for the last 30 years to her daughter, who's a woman with an intellectual and a physical disability. And this is the story of many families where there's a family member with a disability. But this story that I want to tell you about happens to be my family, my mother, my sister. And back in 2015, my family felt very alone. And I became involved in very involved in my family to try and help and find a way forward. And we asked for help, but we didn't get much of a response. And we thought about, well, what are we going to do? So we didn't really have much of a choice. We had to create our own solution. And we did this by educating ourselves and starting to use some methods that are kind of outside the traditional disability way of thinking. So I went and studied with some of the world's most progressive thinkers on disability, including Michael Kendrick and Janet Cleese and Susan Thomas. And Susan worked closely with the infamous or famous Wolf Wolfensberger. And from there, we created an awesome vision with my sister. And today, my sister has a home of her own. She's engaged in her community, and she's really enhanced a lot of her roles, and she has a lot of positive roles now. So other families saw my family kind of making this transformation, and they said, how did you do it? And from there, I became a certified coach, and I started to help these other families make these life-changing transformation. This includes 8 families in Oakville, Ontario, Canada, and who over the last 18 months all created individualized homes in their community and really increased their community involvement in their community as well at ordinary inclusive settings. And it all starts with a focus on who our family member is and what they have, not who our family member isn't or what they don't have. So as families, we all want a good life for our family member, but we often ask, well, where do we start? It just feels so overwhelming at times, and we're already doing so much. We need to, do something, because our worst fear is that no one is there for a family member when we can no longer be. Well, what if there was a different way to think about getting the right support with our family member? And what if we could help them to create that awesome life? I've learned with my family and many other families that I've helped that we need to have a clear idea of where we're going and what would be absolutely best with our family member. And once we know where we're going, then it becomes easier to access the right supports with our family member, because many new opportunities and pathways start to open up. To help you find your path forward, I'm offering you the tools that I've only offered to my private coaching clients in this upcoming Empowering Ability Masterclass Series starting January 2nd. And in that series, I'm going to give you a different way of thinking about supports. I'm going to help you build the belief that your family member can have an awesome life. And I'll show you my blueprint, or a pathway that's helping families get started with their plan and helping families also to make that plan a reality, or maybe families that have a plan already to make their plan a reality. So below this video here, you can register for that upcoming Masterclass series to start your 2020 by building an awesome future with your family member. All you have to do is register for the Masterclass series starting January 2nd, 2020. I'm Eric Gall. I am a family member that deeply cares about supporting other families on this journey that we're all on. I'd love it if you entered your email below and registered for the Masterclass series starting January 2nd. I hope to catch you there.